Welcome to Tournament Basketball here on NKTelco Sports. Along with Jeff Henson, I'm Dave Kanapke. Tonight we're at Wapakoneta High School for girls district action for the Marion local Flyers and the Crestview Knights. Marion local, Jeff, 13-11 overall. Had a close win over to Knoxville in a great game on Saturday night. Had a big game from Emily Mesher. Also, several other players stepped up big.
There was totally a team effort, Dave. They beat New Knoxville, who beat them earlier in the season by 3 points, so we knew it would be a close game. It was a battle throughout. Some lead changes late in the game. Emily Mesher, you mentioned, the Big Night offensively, also played well defensively, had a number of rebounds. And Allie Preeter, who didn't play a lot of minutes due to foul trouble, hit some big shots, pulled down some big rebounds to help her team down the stretch. And also got some other shots. I think Claire Berkey hit a three-pointer late in the game also, but had to use a lot of players because, as I mentioned, Preeter and Griesdorn, and even Mesher a little bit in the first half, all three of them had some foul trouble. So a lot of girls participated, and it was a total team win for Coach Strive, her first championship, sectional championship in her first year as head coach.
Big win that clinched also their 7th consecutive winning season for the Flyers. Crestview Knights, the number 3 seed here, 17-4 overall, 7-1 in the Northwest Conference, at second behind Columbus Grove. They used a good defensive effort, beating a good number 2 seed in the Greenman team.
Yeah, it was a bit of an upset. The number 3 seed beats the number 2, and we were kind of surprised how that worked out, that those two matched up so early, but it turned out to work in favor of Crestview. And you mentioned they played their style of offense and game, I should say, patient on offense. Their defense was phenomenal, could not let New Bremen not able to get distance when they caught the ball to get shots off. And Crestview took advantage of that and built a lead. New Bremen made a run, but boy, Crestview, largely on the shoulders of Emily Bauer, pulled away to a 7-point win, but a defensive struggle. But I think that's more of Crestview's liking, and they have a very good player in Bauer, and again, she has a nice supporting cast with her as well.
Bauer averages 15.5 a game. Matika, averages 12 a game. The 2 big scores for Crestview Knights. It should be a good one. We're back with the starting lineups when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
Welcome back. We're getting ready for the starting lineups. They're finishing up the non-starters for Crestview, and now we'll have the starters for the Marion local Flyers. 13-11 on the season.
Number 4, a
5'7" junior, number 4, Jesse Kramer.
For Crestview, number 4, a 5'5"
number 4,
Olivia Black,
a 5'5" sophomore.
for Marion local, number
For the
10,
Flyers,
a 5'8"
Chloe Berkey, a 5'8" junior.
Berkey. For Crestview, number 20,
For the Knights, Claire Zaleski, a 5'5" senior, averages just under 6 points a game.
number 24,
Number 24, Allie Preeter, had a bunch of big shots against New Knoxville last Saturday, averages just under 7 points a game.
number 32, a 5'10" senior,
For the Knights, number 32, Emily Bauer, the leading scorer of 15.5 a game, 5'10" sophomore Bauer.
5'8" junior,
For the Flyers, Macy Griesdorn, number 30, a 5'8" junior, averages over 6 a game.
34, a 5'6" sophomore,
Number 34, Paige Matika for the Knights, averages 12 a game, a 5'6" sophomore.
number 34, a
And Emily Messer, leading scorer 12 a game, a 6-foot senior, Rounds out the Flyer lineup. For the Knights, number 44, Brady Guest, a 5'7" senior. Rounds out the lineup for the Crestview Knights. Head coach for Crestview, Greg Rickert. For the Flyers, Beth Stride, assisted by Maria Muller and Jerry Muller. Jeff, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Buzz Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Smiley, where the dealer makes the difference. First for Marion, a couple keys is contained, Bauer and Matika, and also rebounding.
Yeah, Bauer and Matika account for a lot of the Crestview offense. Bauer at just over 15.5, Matika just under 12. They're the key to the offense, and also Marion's rebounding, both offensively and defensively. They had some huge offensive rebounds in that Knoxville game that kept possessions alive, and they ultimately scored on those possessions, so very efficient with their possessions.
And for Crestview, the keys for them is to maintain Mesher, and also they need to score from the perimeter.
Well, Mesher, as we said, has a monster game against New Knoxville. She does it all, and they need to keep her out of rhythm a little bit, maybe force somebody else to do it. And the shooting for Crestview, if they can knock down some of the outside shots at a higher percentage, that'll help their offense. Usually a very deliberate offense, and a lot of their offense goes to number 32, Bauer, who can do it from the outside and inside.
There's Bauer with the shot just inside the arc, and that will bounce out of bounds and go to the Flyers. Again, those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Buzz Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Smiley, where the dealer makes the difference.
Well, just after I said usually Crestview is deliberate, Bauer steps up and attempts a long two. It doesn't drop, but they like to pressure the ball as well, as you see that here.
Kramer picks up her dribble. She's double teamed. Hands it off to Griesdorn. Griesdorn with the drive. Too strong. Battle for the rebound. She gets her own shot back. Misses the follow. Rebound to the Knights. Matika with the basketball. She's the second leading scorer. She dumps it down to Guest off the glass and in. Brady Guest the basket for the Knights.
Again, pretty quick offense as Crestview find a nice entry pass into Brady Guest. And the Knights are the first bucket of the game.
Then full court pressure. And Coach Stride will call a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for making this telecast possible. For You Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, St. Mary's Trucking, Moeller Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, Cranch's Furniture, NKTelco, Fowler's TV, New Knoxville Supply, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio. Our fine sponsors tonight, and on our First National Bank scoreboard, First National Bank, think first, Crestview with a 2-0 lead.
Well, unfortunate timeout had to be called there for Marion Local. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt them, but you also don't want to have a turnover early in the game and get your team, off to a bad start. So Coach Strive takes the timeout. They had a little bit of trouble against that pressure, and this time handled it very nicely.
On the attack, as Creeder gives it, they work it around. Griesdorn thought about it. Trying to look down low when they can to Mesher. 34, she gets the ball, passes it out. Jumper by Griesdorn, too strong. Foul on the rebound will go against Crestview. Foul number 20, Claire Zaleski. First foul of the night. Underneath the own basket, Chloe Berkey will inbound it. Up top, Creeder able to maintain possession as they set it up to Kramer, who will run the offense. A bump on the outside. And Griesdorn. Mesher tries to drive, and she's fouled.
Mesher had some nice moves in the New Knoxville game, similar spot, a quick ball fake, maybe a quick jab step, and a quick drive to the basket. This time, she draws a foul against Brady Guest, her first.
Marion 13-11. They struggled a bit at the end of the season. They lost 5 in a row before they beat Parkway in their finale. And the 2 tournament wins. There's a basket up and in by Macy Griesdorn.
Well, it took a while. Griesdorn has all 4 of the Marion Local shots. She hits her 4th one. Marion ties it up as we're near the 6-minute mark of the first quarter.
Tika with the basketball. She was second team All-Northwest Conference. She drives in. A little too strong off the glass. Creeder with the rebound. Allie will be fouled in the backcourt there by Black. So 2 fouls on Crestview.
3 fouls on Crestview now as Black, all those 3 fouls basically in the past minute of action here in the game. And you mentioned Marion Local, Dave. What a way to end the season with those losing a lot in a row. But boy, they bounced back though and got a big win in the opening night of the tournament and then the championship game against the Rangers.
And they started off the season 4-0 and 5-1, and then cooled off and struggled a bit. Greensdorm with another basket. The Flyers on top.
Assists from Emily Mesher. She draws a lot of attention. Mesher simply kicked it out, and boy, Greensdorm, after missing the first 3 shots, has nailed her last 2.
Knights on the attack, down to Guest. Tika with a basketball. Bauer, 32, hasn't touched the ball the last few possessions. They try to lob it there. She ends up with the basketball off the glass and in. A pass that looked like it was going to be stolen, but nobody saw it except for Bauer, and she capitalizes.
Well, Bauer's a good player, no doubt. She was second in the league in voting for Player of the Year. Missed it by 1 point. A very good player, and usually capitalizes when she gets near the rim.
Greensdorm will shoot again. Mason Greensdorm with all 7 points for the Flyers.
After missing her first 3, she's hit her next 3. Marion Local on top by 3.
7-4 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Flyers playing a matchup. Man-to-man shot way too strong by Black. Rebound Mesher. Outlet to Preeter. Greensdorm can't get it before it goes out of bounds. Turnover, give it to Crestview.
Game's first turnover comes nearly halfway through the first quarter, and Marion Local allow a little bit of pressure against the Knights. Well, one thing, even with Bauer, with Mesher guarding her, Mesher doesn't come up to play the pressure on full court, so the Knights will always have an open girl if they need one, and Bauer, if Mesher's always going to drop back.
Tika gives it up to Zaleski. She'll fire a shot. Long rebound goes to Bauer. Another chance for the Crestview. Bauer with a 3. Too strong. Kramer with the rebound. Pass up ahead to Preeter. Stops, pops. Too strong. Follow up and in. No, it falls out by Berkey. Greensdorm too far under. Tries again. Mesher will put it in. Several chances for the Flyers, and Mesher with the one that goes in, and a timeout by Crestview. With a 5-point lead for the Flyers. 30-second timeout. I want to thank our sponsors. Mention the replay sponsor, Sydney Body Car Store. Our keys to the game sponsor, Budge Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Raymond Sliner, where the dealer makes a difference. Player of the game sponsor is for Marion Local Beef from Corner Cafe. Also, we want to mention, if you're watching the first replay on February 28th at 6 p.m., the second replay is Monday, the 29th at 5 p.m. You can also watch this game and all the games this year on demand by going to NKTelco.net.
Well, we talked about rebounding, Dave, and how Marion can do it on both ends. And I tried to keep track there. I think they had 4 shots out by 4 different players, and ultimately it wasn't the shooting percentage that's going to increase, but the points on the board do, as Mesher, second chance opportunity there, basically on the 4th chance by Marion Local's offense.
Tika goes down to Bauer. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Marion. And there'll be a double dribble called against Preeter. So turnover will give it to the Knights. Knights a very strong team through the years. They've won 16 Northwest Conference championships. Has been to the state semis 4 times. Last time went in 2009. Last year they were undefeated before they got upset in the district semis by Ottoville. There's a drive and a basket by Bauer.
Yeah, they've had a nice run of success, and Coach Rickard has done a nice job, and good athletes in that program. And Bauer, another one of those strong girls through that program, made her 4th point.
Berkey with a basket. 5'8" junior knocks it home. Lead back to 5 for the Flyers.
Good answer by the Flyers following the basket by the Knights. Marion Local comes right back. 2 more on the board, keeps the lead at 5.
Tika running the offense for the Knights. She'll drive, splits the defenders and in. Nice drive by the sophomore Paige Matika.
Averages just under 12 points a game, and had to, by slowing it down, almost gave her a chance to let the defense kind of stop, and she just stepped right through like you mentioned and avoided the travel and kissed it off the glass for her first bucket.
Kramer tried to work off the screen. She wants Griesdorn to come back. This time she sets the screen, but she'll have to give it up. Back to Griesdorn. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Griesdorn with the tray. Too strong. Rebound on the floor. It's stolen away there by Guest. A near jump ball there, but Crestview a little stronger. Matika up ahead to Bauer. In and in. Bauer with a nice post move. The Knights within one.
She's very good off that dribble. We've seen it a couple times now, kind of like a turnaround, not hook shot, but she spins. It's tough to defend. She's a tall player to begin with, and she shoots a jump shot. She doesn't shoot it from her face. She gets it above her head, and it's very difficult to defend.
Nice entry pass to Mesher, but she's not able to finish. Rebound to the Knights. A chance for the Knights to take the lead. Matika tries to drive. She stops. Gives it up to Guest. Bauer has to give it up. That will go out of bounds, and a turnover will get to the Flyers.
The Knights commit their first turnover. A break for the Flyers. I was looking at Jessie Kramer, number 4. She went down. I saw her, and she appears to be okay. She has the ball now, but she was on the ground. I don't know how she went down, but it's kind of going through the pain, if you will, right now, running the offense for the Flyers.
Reader to Mesher. They go down low to Griesdorn, swatted away by Bauer. Berkey comes up with the Flyers, another chance to reset. Griesdorn looking for a defender, or for a teammate. They dump it down to Mesher. Over Bauer, and run. Draws the foul. Nice strong move by the senior Emily Mesher. She has a chance, the old-fashioned three-point play.
It was a quick turnaround. We know Bauer can block shots. You saw her do it the Flyers' last shot, but Mesher did a nice job going up quickly, and Bauer just with the reaction picks up the foul. Mesher 71% on the season from the free throw line, hits the first and only one to make the three-point play.
Number 12, Natalie Rethman, and number 32, Sarah Fessenmeyer in the game for the Flyers, as now the Flyers with a 4-point lead in the closing seconds of the first quarter. Jess will pass it over to Zaleski. To Bauer, 24 seconds to go, plenty of time for the last shot. Matika will let the three go. Rebound, 2 Flyers fight over it, goes off of them, and Crestview will have another chance with 13 seconds to go.
Well, Matika attempted a long two-pointer, so they're not waiting for the last shot. They may now, Dave, with just 13 seconds after the team rebound, but a bucket here would sure help the Knights with a little bit of confidence after Marion kind of held a 5-point lead much of the first quarter.
They have it in Bauer's hands. She's working against Mesher. Clock at 5. Trying to drive on Mesher. Pull up, 17-footer. Doesn't fall. 1 quarter of books. A good first quarter for the Flyers. They lead the Knights 14-10 on our First National Bank scoreboard. We'll be right back with quarter number 2 here on NKTelco Sports.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
Mueller Trucking is an experienced family-owned and operated company that's been in business for over 30 years. We have a full-service fleet with top-of-the-line equipment, serving many nationally recognized clients. We are currently looking for experienced, hard-working, over-the-road drivers that will secure our low 10% turnover rate. We offer great pay, great benefits, frequent home time, and flexible requested time off. Our way of saying thanks to our remarkable employees. We work with you, so you can work with us.
Flyers jump out to a 14-10 lead in the first quarter over the Knights.
Flyers hit on 6 of 16 shots. Not a great shooting percentage, but they pulled down 5 offensive rebounds, and in one of those wild possessions, they had 4 attempts before they ultimately scored. So that really capitalized there on the offensive rebounds. Crestview on the other end of the court, 5 of 13 from the field.
Griesdorf with another basket. Macy Griesdorf having a big night early for the Flyers.
Well, she's definitely got her shots. That's her 10th point. Her 10th point, also her 10th field goal attempted already.
Shot by Zaleski. 5'5" senior knocks it down for Crestview. Flyers in tournament, they defeated Hardin Northern easily before they defeated New Knoxville in overtime on Saturday night. There'll be an illegal skate against the Flyers.
That's Marion Local's first foul.
Fouls on Allie Preeter. Crestview, they just had one tournament game so far. They took the bye, decided to go right up at number 2 New Bremen, and they won 37-30. Shot off the mark there by Motika. Rebound by Mesher. Rethman trying to push the tempo a little bit. Fessemeyer open, nails a 3. Sarah Fessemeyer with a tray and an 8-point lead for the Flyers.
For Fessemeyer, her 11th three-point made bucket on the season, 25% shooter from beyond the arc, and where the Flyers lighten it up here big time from the three-point land in the second quarter.
Drive to the basket by Guest. She draws the foul. So Brady Guest, a 5'7" senior, will go to the line to shoot 2.
Her first team second at the line for the Knights, number 44, Brady Guest.
Foul was on Chloe Berkey here first.
Guest on the season, 64% from the free throw line.
It's the first.
She,
5 seniors on this team.
Sorry, Dave. She now has 3 points, and as I mentioned, 64% on the season for Guest. As a team, Crestview shoots the free throws at 65%. Not a great average, not awful, just kind of about normal, but hit on both of them on this trip.
Crestview had their first sub in between those foul shots. Hannah Bowen, 5'6" senior, in for the Knights. Lead down to 6 for the Flyers. Rethman now running the offense as Kramer's been on the bench the last week.
Kramer's back in.
Now Fessemeyer on the wing, or check that. Rethman on the wing, draws the foul, almost got it to roll.
Well, nice decision by the freshman. Yeah, aggressive, you know, big time game, and she aggressively goes to the basket, picks up, more importantly, the second foul against Emily Bauer. So that's a big foul against the Knights, as they'll have to kind of monitor how their star player, and she's a good one, plays the rest of this first half.
Rethman rolls in the first one. Griesdorf and Preeter back in. Also number 22, Allie Mccoy with her first action of the night for the Knights. Second one for Rethman. And on the right side, McCoy with the rebound.
Rethman, a rare miss. She's an 81% free throw shooter. Just hits on 1 of 2 that trip. But ultimately, again, picked up a big second foul against Bauer.
Matika tries to drive. Triple team, puts up a shot. Knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Crestview. Allie Preeter back in the game as Coach Stride is about all her starters of rest here in the last couple minutes.
And Bauer did check out, Dave, after that second foul. So the Knights playing without Bauer. 2 fouls and currently 6 points.
Guest shot off the mark through traffic. Mesher comes up with the rebound, falls to the floor and travels. Check that was Griesdorf. So Crestview with the ball underneath their own basket. Guest. They work it around the perimeter. Zaleski, as Crestview tries to work without Bauer in the offense. McCoy with a jumper. Foul over the back on Zaleski. That'll be the 16th foul on Crestview.
Claire Zaleski also picking up now her second foul. So fouls beginning to be a problem for Coach Rickard's team.
So 2 players on the bench, Zaleski and Bauer. with 2 fouls.
Zaleski's almost 6 points a game, and Bauer almost 16, so 22 points of your offense on the bench right now, and you're down by 7.
Entry pass to Mesher, gets her own rebound. Berkey with a 3. Rebound by Matika. Trying to push the tempo a little bit for the Knights. Trying to drive every possession when she can. Has to back it out, resets. Trying to drive again through the lane. Has to pick up her dribble, and she's tied up. It's a good defense by Marion. It will stay with the alternate possession with Crestview. Tika is continually trying to find a spot.
Yeah, she's just a sophomore and trying to, create on offense and get to the basket.
So Jeff mentioned about the offense with Bauer, Zaleski out right now in foul trouble. Into the line and Leslie Skelton into the game, a 5'6" senior. Lobbed into Guess, tipped by Mesher, Matika comes up with it. Matika guarded by Kramer. Black on the wing, tipped by Mesher, again not able to come up with it.
But good footwork for Emily Mesher. She avoids a contact and has not come up with the steal yet, but she's had her hands on 2 of them here in this possession.
Pass to McCoy. And now a very aggressive defense for Marion. Kind of running Crestview out of their offense right now.
Well, the head of the snake is on the bench, and Marion's defense has tightened up. So right now, big possession for the Knights to see if they get back into offensive rhythm without their star offensive player on the court and facing a very aggressive defense.
Down low to Matika, double team, draws the foul. Paul that wasn't real happy with the Marion, real popular with the Marion bench. Or fans, but 2 shots here by Paige Matika coming up.
Foul goes against Emily Mesher, her first foul.
Matika, 5'6" sophomore, 2 strong on the first one.
Just 55% free throw shooter on the season, and still averages almost 12 points a game. So getting it done on the field goal shooting, but struggling a bit from the line. She misses both of them.
2 foul shots I think it really could have used to cut into the 7-point lead. Is Kramer on the attack, working against Matika. Matika hounding Kramer, ain't going to go sideways.
Nearly a 5-second count.
Gives it up to Preeter. Down to Mesher. She's fouled. Draws the foul, number 44, Brady Guest. So Emily Mesher, first team All-MAC player, on the line for 2.
Guest somewhat surprised by the call. She stood there, thinking she was straight up. Mesher draws contact. That's Guest's second foul also. So again, fouls beginning to pile up on the Knights.
Mesher knocks down the first.
71% on the season. Now 3 for 3 this evening. 9 points for Emily Mesher.
That matches, I believe, the biggest lead of the night for the Flyers at 9. And a little 3-quarter court pressure. Guest to Matika. 2 strong Guest with the rebound, puts up a shot. Battle for the rebound. On the floor, somehow Preeter comes up with it. Passes ahead to Kramer. Pulls up at the elbow. 2 strong, gets her own rebound. Reset for the Flyers. Preeter wide open. Can't get it to fall. Rebound of the Knights. Marion had a couple good looks, just couldn't hit it.
Yeah, that would have been a double-digit lead, and I'm sure the place was just ready to erupt, but they don't come up with a big momentum basket. The Knights temporarily dodge a bullet.
Shot off the mark by Guest. Mesher with the rebound as Crestview has gone cold in several possessions. 3 minutes to go in the first half. A 9-point lead for the Flyers.
I was trying to see once. I think Emily Bauer may have gone to the scores table to check in, so I thought she was, I can't see from our angle, but Coach Rickard probably feels like he's got to get some offense.
Preeter, 2 strong. There's a long rebound. Black taking it the other way and knocked out of bounds. Good hustle there by Kramer, and I think Berkey's one who knocked out of bounds.
Again, a stat you won't see in the scorebook, but you just see once if Crestview ends up scoring in this possession. Credit the hustle there by the Flyers, and Bauer does come back into the lineup. They benched her for about a 3-minute span, and boy, Crestview without her in the lineup really struggled, especially when Marion Local picked up the pressure on them. The offense really had a battle for a quality shot.
Also, Claire Zaleski in the game as well, playing with 2 fouls as they get the inbounds into Emily Bauer. Picked up on top by Mesher. Kicks it out. Skelton with a jumper. Leslie Skelton, the senior, off the bench with a basket.
Her first 2 points, she doesn't average much more than a point a game. A big shot for her team as, again, their offense has really been struggling here in the second quarter.
Griesdorm with the 3. Another offensive rebound for the Flyers.
Their 8th of the game already, offensive rebound.
Reeder goes all the way across to Kramer, to Mesher, too strong. Rebound to Bauer.
Boy, nice ball movement, though. The cross-court pass is dangerous, but if you throw it hard enough, it works. And they had a great ball reversal and got in Mesher. She couldn't come up with a shot.
Skelton with another shot and in. So Skelton from the left side, and about the same shot on the right side.
Well, 4 big points nonetheless for the Knights as they needed someone to put the ball in the basket, and what was a 9-point lead is now down to 5.
Last few possessions, the Flyers have come up empty. See if they can reset. Kramer has to hustle to keep the ball. Resets the offense. Minute and a half to go before halftime. Down low, Berkey. Kramer's open for the 3. Rebound for Crestview. Zaleski will push the tempo. Crestview has scored 4 straight points here. They were down by 9. Go underneath. Black too strong, and she will foul. And that would be a 1-and-1 coming up the other way for Marion Local.
Boy, the Knights got a great look from Black. I mean, there's a high percentage shot. It doesn't go down, and that could have been 6 unanswered points. As it turns out now, a big possession here. If Marion Local can knock down these free throws, a 4-point swing.
Allie Preeter on the line, 5'6" senior. There are 3 seniors on this team. Malcolm Nylon on the first.
71% free throw shooter for Allie Preeter. Her first point of the game. She averages just under 7. And again, had a big night against New Knoxville late in that game. Hit some big shots and played pretty good defense, getting some also some offensive rebounds late in that contest.
She had the 3 late in that game that ended up to be the winning shot. Misses the second one. Crestview comes up with it under a minute to go. Paige Matika in the game as well for the Crestviewers. Bauer looks over to Coach Rickard. See what he wants to do here with under 50 seconds to go before halftime. Crestview was struggling for a while. They were down by 9 and not looking good. They cut it now within 6. They have to be very patient right now with 30 seconds to go before half. Guest over to Skelton. She's picked up there by Fessemeyer. Matika did a nice job of getting that ball. Tries to drive on Kramer. Puts up a shot, draws a foul.
Well, the Knights are going to have a chance now to score at the foul line. A very patient offense, and going to be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Her first team's fourth.
Sophomore Matika averages right at 12 a game with 2 shots. Her shot right in. She missed 2 of them earlier in the game. Allie McCoy will go out to take the place of Emily Bauer that leaves with 2 fouls. So the gamble paid off from Coach Rickard.
And granted, Bauer didn't necessarily score while she was in there with those fouls, but her team did.
Tika gets her own rebound on the missed shot. Drives, blocked. Ball out of bounds, and Crestview will have it under their basket with 10.5 seconds.
Good hustle play by Motika running down her missed shot. Possession stays with the Knights, and when they get a bucket before half, they've got to feel pretty good.
Zaleski underneath the McCoy, double team, stolen away by the Flyers. Up ahead, that will end the first half of basketball. Your score on the First National Bank scoreboard. It's the Flyers 24, the Knights 19. We'll total up our numbers at halftime. Come back with the second half here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Marion, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
NKTelco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NKTelco sponsor and receive many benefits: commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Innovation, it's all around us. NKTelco developed a fiber network in our communities over 10 years ago when the competitors were only thinking about it. Increasing bandwidth to make it convenient for the whole family to enjoy online entertainment and gaming. With our IPTV solution, you can enjoy over 80 HD channels, providing quality TV and movies for the whole family, and even take them on the go with our Watch TV Everywhere app. All this from a company that believes in local customer service from people you know and trust. NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
Hello? Anybody home? This bed's too soft. This bed's too hard.
That one, it's from Francis Furniture.
I like it.
Find your just right at Francis Furniture.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Hello? I've been in an accident. My van's not drivable, and I have my kids, and they need to get to school,
Ma'am.
but I can't.
Ma'am, relax. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
At Sydney Body Car Star, we don't just take care of your vehicle, we take care of you. With Enterprise Rent-A-Car on site, we get you back to your daily routine with minimal interruptions, returning your car and your family back to normal. Sydney Body Car Star. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Looking back, we're at halftime. The Flyers with a 5-point lead over the Knights. First half numbers, Mr. Jeff Henson.
Thank you, Dave. Both teams shot about the same percentage from the field, identical percentage from the field. Both teams 8 of 25. Marion Local had a little bit of added bonus, hitting on 3 3-pointers. It was 3 of 8. Crestview yet to hit a 3-point shot. Marion Local 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Crestview 3 of 6. Rebounding edge in favor of Marion Local. They have 20 first half rebounds. Emily Mesher with 11 rebounds already in the first half. Turnover was a very clean game. Each team with 2 turnovers. So a tight game as we expected, and Marion Local doing a little bit better getting to some of the 3-point shots to drop. Other than that, we're pretty even, and I think Crestview has to feel pretty nice that they had Bauer for a portion of the second quarter on the bench, and they got up to 9, and boy, Marion had a chance. I mentioned one possession, the crowd just ready to blow up if they could hit a shot. They didn't. Long story short, now it's a 5-point lead, so Crestview's got to feel very good to find themselves in this situation.
Skelton hit a couple big baskets for Crestview during that, cutting down the clock. Winner of this game come back on Saturday. Plays the winner of the second game between Minster and Upper Soda Valley. We will have that game after this game.
Macy Greestorn led the Flyers in scoring in the first half with 10 points. Also, Emily Mesher was 7 to lead the Flyers.
Creedier with a 3. Too strong. Rebound by Bauer.
For the Knights, Emily Bauer leads them with 6 and 4 points apiece from Brady Guest. And as Dave mentioned, Leslie Skelton off the bench, 4 points.
Shot not in by Guest. Looks like both teams have their starting lineups out there to start the second half. Again, the Knights with 3 players with 2 fouls. Shot too strong by Berkey. Battle for the rebound, and I mean battle. Both of them go to the floor, but not before the jump ball is called. All in the possession will keep it with the Flyers.
Didn't the Flyers have a ball to start the half?
Yeah, you're right.
It should be the other ball.
I don't think they called a foul.
Huh. I'm sure the Flyers had the first or second half possession.
They dump it down to Mesher. Too strong. Rebound over the back. There by Berkey. We'll go to the other way for Crestview.
A break for the Knights. The Flyers maybe got a free possession. They come away with a rebound and to pick up a foul against Chloe Berkey, her second personal foul.
Chica running the offense again. Dumps it down to Bauer. Zaleski, drive and in. Claire Zaleski with the basket and feel the momentum turning over to Crestview.
Well, it all started getting the ball into Bauer. She draws a lot of attention. Zaleski on the backside, able to get it and weave her way in through the Marion Local defense and get it off the glass for her 4th point.
Crestview in the zone. They played a lot of that the first half. Greesdorn turnaround, rolls off. Bauer with the board. Matika. Always looking to drive, now looking for a teammate. Bauer on top. She gets the ball a lot on top of the circle.
And she'll always be able to get there because Mesher doesn't come out that far to defend.
She works off the screen and nails the 3. We are all tied at 24 on our first National Bank scoreboard.
Bauer with 9 points. That's her 21st made 3-point bucket of the season. She's a 35% 3-point shooter. And that one was a big one, as you mentioned, Dave. Ties it up after they were down by 9. They battled back to tie it up.
Greesdorn in and out on the 3, and now Crestview with a chance to take the lead. Remember, Marion Local had a 9-point lead about 3 or 4 minutes to go in half. They've gone cold. Crestview has come alive at the end of the first half and 2 possessions here in the second half. Bauer with a long 2. Long rebound to Black, and they'll reset it with Bauer.
I'm trying to think, when's the last time Marion Local scored?
They had a free throw late in the first half.
By Natalie Ruthman?
Yes.
Or was it
I think it's been a 10-1 run for Crestview. And there's a steal. Griesdorn, and that's tipped away by Zaleski. Good hustle by Claire, but it'll be Flyers basketball.
Again, heads-up play by Claire Zaleski. You know, it's one of those possessions, efforts, if you will, that won't show up in any scorebook. But, boy, if they can get a stop here, that'll nullify the turnover that the Flyers generated.
Griesdorn shot block goes to Mesher. Too strong off the glass. Guest with the board. They push it up ahead to Black. She'll drive. Nice block by Mesher. Kramer comes up with the rebound. But the ball is kicked, but it will stay with the Flyers.
Well, Mesher with a big swat. Marion Local, probably the more important thing is comes away with the basketball, but still a little bit, even sometimes those swats, if they go to bounds, that'll leave a memory with the offensive player. Maybe the next time they're inside that they got to hurry up and get the shot released.
Flyers need a basket. They can take the lead as it is now tied here as Berkey. And there will be a foul away from the basketball. It'll go against Emily Mesher.
She was working against Emily Bauer. There was a little bit of contact, nothing too severe, but it does pick up the second foul on Mesher, and Marion Local's gone over 10.5 minutes since her last field goal. You mentioned the free throw, but boy, they've hit a dry spell.
Matika drives through the defenders, but she walks.
Second turnover on the Knights of the half, and boy, both teams right now, they're sluggish, and Marion Local needs to get some rhythm going on offense, and credit that Crestview defense, which we talked about. They're a good defensive team. They only give up 34 points a game on the season, so they know how to play strong defense. It's not an accident.
They also limit their opponents to 33% shooting, which is excellent. Griesdorn with a shot. Macy Griesdorn nails the tray. Big basket.
Griesdorn now with 13, and not a great shooting night for Macy Griesdorn, but she's been the one that's been open, and she's not forced it. She's taking the open shots, and she makes her third three-pointer of the game.
Matika patiently found the lane and banks it home.
Nice move by the sophomore. She's been, as you said, very creative on offense, getting to the basket. Her 5th point on the night.
See if the Flyers can build on that three by Griesdorn, and Berkey hits one as well. Chloe Berkey, a great ball from the corner pocket.
Her 8th three-point made bucket of the season. She hit one of those, her 7th one against New Knoxville. A big one here, so not a no maybe for her three-point shooting, but boy, she's hit some big ones here in the last 2 games.
Skelton with a shot. I believe that was partially blocked as Mesher with another rebound. Flyers have hit back-to-back trays after not hitting a field goal for over 10 minutes.
They come back and answer with 2 triples.
Bauer almost stole it. They stay with the Flyers. Kramer looking over to Coach Stribe. Trying to attack this Crestview zone with a 4-point lead. Griesdorn picks up the foul on Guest. That's the 3rd foul on Guest.
It is, and that's the 2nd time. Guest, you know, is somewhat surprised. Whether there's contact or not, she's held her hand straight up after the whistle. Tough break for Guest. Foul goes against her 3rd.
Mesher hits the first free throw, and a couple substitutions is number 12, the freshman Natalie Rethman, and also number 32, Sarah Fesselmeyer, in the game for Coach Stride.
Griesdorn nails the first of her 2 free throws. Those are her first attempts on the evening. She's a 73% free throw shooter, and she makes both. She now has 15 points.
Griesdorn normally averages 6, so a huge game already. We're not even through the 3rd quarter with 15.
Well,
a 6-point lead for Flyers.
She's had a lot of good looks, and she's had a lot of shots, but she's been open, and why not? And she's come up big for the Flyers tonight.
Zaleski with the tray. Answers for the Knights.
Big hoop by Zaleski. Her first 3-point shot of the game. Only her 11th three-pointer made on the season. So we're seeing some girls, Dave, that haven't necessarily hit threes consistently throughout the season. But Zaleski, her 5th point of the quarter, her 7th point of the game.
Bessemeyer, here's a 3 by Rethman. Rebound by Preeter, puts up a shot. Battle for the rebound, gets it back. Another try by Griesdorf, partially blocked, and Crestview gets it after several chances by the Flyers.
At least 3 or 4 rebounds there, but this time the Flyers come up with no points. They had a similar possession in the first half, got 4 looks at it before they finally scored.
Bauer tries to step between and draws the foul. Worked off the screen to get a step on Mesher between the defenders. Draws the foul. She can tie it with the free throw here.
The basket and the foul, so Bauer using her strength. Her first free throw of the night, 75% free throw shooter on the season.
We are tied once again. We were tied at 24. We're now tied at 32 apiece.
Bauer with 15 points. She did not score in the second quarter. Spent a lot of that second quarter on the bench with 2 fouls.
3 by Griesdorf.
18 points on the night for the 5'8 junior. Well, after a sluggish offensive by both teams, Dave, it's really begun to heat up here on offense from both ends of the court.
Bauer heating up as well. She a nice soft shot rolls in, bring the Knights within 1.
17 for Bauer. Under a minute to go. Gonna have a heck of a fourth quarter, I think.
A heck of a ball game so far. Underneath, there's Mesher, left-handed shot. Rebound by Matika. Pass ahead to Bauer, that's too long. So the Flyers will have the ball with 38 seconds to go.
Flyers will put a sub in. Kara Evers, a 6'1 sophomore, will give Mesher a little bit of extended break here. She's played a strong game. Give her the final 38 seconds plus the intermission, and then look for her to go strong in the fourth quarter.
Nice idea by head coach Beth Stride, getting her strong player underneath with a little break here before the big fourth quarter.
And Evers has played some quality minutes in their tournament games as well, so it's not like you're throwing someone in without a lot of experience. She's played well in tournament action for Coach Stride.
She had the ball, she gave it back up. Griesdorf with another 3. Rebound by Evers and in. With a step back. Down to 4 seconds. Matiko puts up a shot and banks it home before the break. She had Evers on one side, Matiko the other way. We go to the fourth quarter. We've got a good one. The Flyers lead the Knights by 1. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter on NKTelco Sports.
Take a drive to the premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership at Bud's in Salina. Enjoy our huge inventory, including the Ram 1500, Jeep, and Chrysler Town & Country. Top-rated Ram dealer in the surrounding area. Convenient 6-day service center with Saturday hours, Monday through Thursday until 8 p.m. Bud's has an extensive business link vehicle offering with the Ram ProMaster 4500, 5500 truck series. Stop by Bud's today at Route 127 in Salina.
Our communities are filled with history, culture, and ambition. People who put others first. We are a bank that is defined by what we do, not just who we are. We build relationships. We grow businesses. We support communities. We advise the people that matter most to us, our customers. Stop in at any of our 5 locations, sign up for internet banking, or download our mobile app to better serve you. We can assist you with your next loan, personal accounts, investments, or business needs. Think first. First National Bank. Member FDIC.
Quite a battle here at Wapakoneta with 1:37 to go. Marion just answered to take the lead. We'll see what Crestview does when they're down by 1.
Well, they almost threw the ball away. A good call by Coach Ricker to get the attention of the official. If not, that ball is going out of bounds. So Crestview will try to respond after Fessenmeyer hit her second triple of the game to give the Flyers the 1-point lead.
Tika setting up the offense. Probably a good chance it goes through Bauer at some point. The Matika will try to drive if she can. Kramer's cutting her off there at the baseline. Crestview can be a very patient offense as needed. They get it to Bauer. Off the glass and in. Nice spin move. Bauer gives the lead back to Crestview.
Well, you can see why she's a good offensive player.
And there's a steal in the backcourt. Crestview wanted to call a timeout. And it looks like one of the referees will call the timeout before the jump ball. We'll see if the referees will confer here. It's a matter of if the ref can see that. And this referee, his opinion, saw it. So steal by Crestview in their basketball. A timeout. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Marion, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
NKTelco Sports, Ohio's leading sports broadcasting company, is dedicated to sports coverage, filming over 120 collegiate and high school sporting events that bring quality content and excellent sportsmanship to the big screen. Team up with us as an NKTelco sponsor and receive many benefits, commercials that will be seen by thousands of viewers, multiple name mentions, live web ads, monthly bill stuffers, and discounted network ad insertion spots. Packages are available for any budget. Contact us today.
Crestview Knights have taken their last time out. Emily Bauer stays in the basketball game. They have a 1-point lead going down the stretch.
Coach Rickard didn't want to take any chances with his star player out of the game, so they evidently get her nosebleed covered up, and there's a turnover.
Kramer with the steal, and that's blocked by Bauer. Gets the rebound. That will go off of Matika. It'll be Flyer basketball. Kramer with the steal, went up with a shot. Bauer blocked it. Trying to save Matika, goes out of bounds. And with 41 seconds to go, Coach Strive with the timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching tournament basketball on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco is your hometown provider. We are Northwest Ohio's leading independent broadband company that brings fiber to your home. Larger competitors talk about it, but we've been delivering our fiber network for over 10 years, guaranteeing more bandwidth and services, over 80 HD channels, Echo whole home DVR, interactive channel guides, in-demand, internet-based phone systems, and local news and sports channels. Innovative, futuristic, and cost-effective.
8 minutes to go in regulation here at this district semifinal between the Marion local Flyers and the Crestview Knights. On our first National Bank scoreboard, the Flyers up by 1.
What a big third quarter there. It started off kind of sluggish, but Crestview battled back, and when it got tied, there was a couple possessions where neither team scored, and then about the final 2+ minutes, 3+ minutes of that quarter, both teams began to light up the scoreboard, and Crestview outscores Marion local that quarter to pull within 1. So the final 8 minutes set to go.
Bauer will bring it up, working off the screen over Mesher. Has to give it up to Black. Back to Bauer. Almost loses it. Zaleski down to Guest and in. Brady Guest, a nice post over. And the Knights back on top.
Press was Guest now with 6 points, as you mentioned. Used her body nicely and just massaged her way into the opening and kissed it off the glass. She now has 6 points.
Mesher thought about it. Give it up to Fessemeyer. Work it around the perimeter. Flyers have led most of the night. Crestview now with a 1-point lead. Greffman will try to drive. Kicks it back out. Ball on the floor. Jump ball. Owner in possession will keep it here with the Flyers.
Marion local avoids the turnover. They did not have a turnover in the third quarter, only 2 for the game. So Marion local did a nice job keeping their possessions, not giving the ball up to the Knights.
Marion local, a number 7 seed in this tournament, so they're the underdog of the 4 teams left. 3 ball by Berkey, short. Crestview comes up with the rebound. That's Zaleski. She'll push the tempo. Kicks it out, Black fakes. Puts up a shot way too strong. Mesher with the rebound.
Rebound total continues to grow for Emily Mesher. She had 11 in the first half. Continues to do a fine job rebounding the basketball for Coach Stribe.
Flyers down by 1. Mesher's open and in.
Assist from Chloe Berkey. Bucket by Emily Mesher. Dave, you and I had a great look at it. You saw Mesher gain position. She held it, and a great pass by Berkey.
A lot of that timing is so big on a play like that, and they did it perfectly. Berkey and Mesher. Now the Flyers back up by 1. Underneath the Bauer double team has to kick it out. Zaleski thought about it. Inside the arc, too strong. Battle for the rebound will be a foul against the Flyers.
We just realized Bauer's not on the court for the night, so she's getting a break here. Oh, she's on the court, my fault.
Yeah,
so that would be odd.
So now a couple substitutions as now the Flyers have their starting lineup back in, probably for the stretch run here. 4th team foul on the Flyers. That was on Fessemeyer, her first. Turnaround by Bauer, and a nice move.
I should have known better. I thought, why would Bauer be on the bench in the 4th quarter? She was on the court. She now has 19 points.
Flyers now back down by 1 to Mesher, and Berkey this time on the right side. Very similar play than the last time.
Well, they find something that's been working, and those two have hooked up very nicely. Tough to stop when the ball moves that quick, and you've got good position. Mesher now with 11 points. It's a double-double. As you mentioned earlier, she had 11 rebounds already in the first half. Now 11 points as well.
Crestview 17-4. Their 4 losses were to Columbus Grove in the league, won the Northwest Conference. Ottoville, a very good team. Kalida and Delta St. John out of the MAC with their 17-4 record. Bauer trying to spin move, has to kick it out. Black will launch a 3 and hit it. Olivia Black with a big tray and a timeout by Crestview. Black, her first 3 points of the night. That's a 30-second timeout. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. For You Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, St. Mary's Trucking, Moeller Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, Francis Furniture, Bowers TV, NKTelco, New Knoxville Supply, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, our replay sponsor is City Body Car Star, our player of the game sponsor for Marion, Corner Cafe out of Maria Stein, and our First National Bank scoreboard. It's Crestview back on top by 2.
What a ball game here. Again, it seems like we've had some girls hit some 3-point shots that, like Black just hit it there. That's her 13th of the season, so she doesn't even average 1 a game made. As she's hit a big shot under pressure, open, but still in a tight game. And just a sophomore, confidence to take the shot. And for Black, she buries it. A 2-point lead for the Knights.
Knights in man-to-man. Flyers find themselves down by 2. Pass to Greensdorf. She finally catches it and knocks it home.
Nice job by Greensdorf. As you mentioned, didn't come up clean, tapped it to herself, able to regain her composure and make her 20th point.
43-43. We are tied once again on our First National Bank scoreboard.
And this is what we saw at New Bremen. Crestview on top against Bremen for most of the game. Very patient on offense.
Long rebound goes to the Knights, and they got another chance.
And they sometimes just pull it out and almost just real nonchalantly go to offense.
Trying to do a back toward Matika. Kramer did a nice job of getting back. Bauer will hand it off to Matika to run the offense. 4 minutes to go. We're all tied at 43. Bauer in and out on the shot. Berkey with the rebound. Up ahead to Greensdorf. She has a lane. She's picked up there by Guest. Kramer, 18-footer, too strong. Battle for the rebound. And Krieger comes up with it.
Boy, she's been in the right place here the past couple of games for the Flyers. Some big rebounds to keep her team's possession alive.
Kramer lets it go. Berkey tries to save it, not able to. It'll go to the Knights. This game is very similar to the Knoxville game on Saturday that Marion played. In that back and forth game, the lead changes.
Yeah, it's very similar, and you know, they found a way to win. They made the right plays, made enough plays to pull out the victory. Going to have to come up with some positive plays here as well to beat a very good Crestview team.
Guest to the basket and one. On the double team, a strong move there. She had just enough to roll it over the front of the rim.
And strong enough to go through the contact and give the ball a chance to go in.
Guest with 8 points, and her last two have been big ones. This last one gives the Crestview Knights a 2-point lead. Misses on the three-point attempt, or the three-point play, if you will. Lead at 2. We come up on 3 minutes to go. Berkey, too strong, battle for the rebound. That is off Crestview. It will stay with the Flyers.
For Marion Local, number 32, Sharon
Bessemeyer in the game to give Berkey a break. 2:58 to go. This has a feel it's going to go right down to the wire. Creeder. Crestview drops into his zone. Try to pass it underneath. That's off of Crestview.
Well, Mesher continues to battle, trying to find an opening. The Knights have been very good about, for the most part, I think, overall, preventing her to get into open looks. She's made some shots, but boy, she's had to make some nice moves of her own, Mesher has, to gain space to get that shot off.
Big possession. The Flyers down by 2. A little bit of a collision there between the Flyers, but Bessemeyer to Mesher, all the way over to Creeder. Kramer's open for the 3. Too strong. She gets her own rebound, puts up another shot, rolls off. Battle for the rebound. Mesher comes up with it. Bessemeyer thought about it. They had several chances at this possession. And there's almost a steal by Bauer. Under 2 minutes. Good things come to those who wait. They worked. Offensive rebounds. Battle went out of bounds, and they finally hit the shot.
That was a good possession. Multiple looks, and a big answer by the Flyers. A three-pointer by Festenmeyer.
Now it's back in Crestview's hands. Zaleski will drive. Double team, and they call a timeout just before she throws it away. Good move there by Coach Rickard. That'll be a full timeout. We'll step aside here on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Crestview Knights with a 1-point lead. They just got a steal, so they have a 1-point lead in the basketball with 56 seconds left.
Marion Local has 5 team fouls, so if they need to foul, they'll have to do it twice to put the Knights on the free throw line. There's one.
Very aggressive there. Might be the strategy here. Talk about Crestview's foul shooting at 65%.
Well, you don't want to foul Bauer. She's 75% shooter. Claire Zaleski, 78. After that, you take your chances.
Guest the basketball guarded closely, and she will go to the line as she is fouled by Griesdorf. Second foul on Griesel, or more importantly, the 17th foul. So Brady Guest.
She's had a nice fourth quarter, hit a couple field goals. Missed her last free throw trying to complete the three-point play. 64% on the season.
1-1. Rolls in and out. Then goes off the Flyers. And it will stay with Crestview. Couple players right there that say went off of Messer. So Knights basketball.
Well, the Flyers got what they needed, a missed shot. Obviously, from our angle, tough to see, but
Coach Ricker trying to get some clarification as Bauer
has a bloody nose, possibly, or there's blood. Well, if she Well, that'd be a tough break. She will probably have to come out if she has a bloody nose, and Coach Ricker.
Call a timeout, and that's what Coach Ricker did.
It's also his last timeout.
With 49 seconds to go. 49 seconds to go. Crestview up by 1. We'll be right back.
Is it time to upgrade your inefficient system? Then let New Knoxville Supply install new water furnace geothermal. Calculate your savings and see how you can save up to 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs. Save even more with the 30% renewable tax credit. Water furnace geothermal from New Knoxville Supply offers the safest, cleanest, and most efficient means to heat and cool your home. Call us for a free estimate and be sure to ask us about the Water Furnace Symphony app. It's all at newknoxvillesupply.com.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me, and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Crestview Knights have taken their last time out. Emily Bauer stays in the basketball game. They have a 1-point lead going down the stretch.
Coach Ricker didn't want to take any chances with his star player out of the game, so they evidently get a nosebleed covered up, and there's a turnover.
Kramer with the steal, and that's blocked by Bauer. Gets the rebound. That will go off of Matika. It'll be Flyer basketball. Kramer with the steal, went up with a shot. Bauer blocked it. Trying to save Matika, goes out of bounds. And with 41 seconds to go, Coach Strive with the timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching tournament basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
.41 seconds to go. The Flyers have the basketball. They find themselves down by 1 in what's been a beauty here at the district semifinal.
Yeah, unfortunately, someone's going home tonight, but these 2 teams have played very well. It's been a fun game to watch, and the Flyers, down by 1, need a basket. They got to turn over the last possession to get them in this spot.
Crestview in the man-to-man defense. They switch between man-to-man and zone tonight. Fessemeyer, and she is fouled. Crestview, that's only their 2nd foul, so they can be very aggressive down the stretch here.
Yeah, that's 2nd team foul, 3rd against Zaleski, but boy, just 2 team fouls. They can cause Marion Local to take the ball out a lot here, kind of disrupt their offense. And
27 seconds to go.
Nearly.
Dangerous pass. Matika almost got a hand on it. Kramer trying to get free, gives it up to Griesdorf, down to 20. Trying to free up Mesher. There's another foul with 16 seconds.
Zaleski picks up her 4th foul. Of all the nights you think maybe they're going to foul, someone else could do that. Now Zaleski one away from being disqualified.
A timeout here by the Flyers with 16 seconds left. We'll keep it right here. 16 seconds left. They had about, I think they had like 41 seconds to go. Good defense by Crestview. That's been their hallmark through the years.
Yes.
And but Coach Stribe right now trying to draw up some type of play. I imagine at some point they want to try to get the measure if they can.
Yeah, easier said than done because Crestview is just basically in the blue jerseys of the Flyers. No one's kind of sitting back. They're pressuring the ball. They're pressuring the would-be receivers. Still keeping an eye that Emily Mesher doesn't get an open look. It's been very, very well-executed defense.
It's also, we'll see what Crestview does. They switch between zone and man. A lot of times the coach will switch the opposite of what they did, but it looks like they have stayed in man defense. So here we go. Sit back and enjoy. Festemeyer's open, puts up a shot. Goes up the road, Crestview with no timeouts.
Marion calls timeout.
Marion calls timeout with 11 seconds to go.
It was a 2-point basket by Fessemeyer. Couldn't tell if it was a 3 or 2, but Fessemeyer perfect on the night now with 8 points.
And there's always 2 schools of thought at the end here. It gives Crestview time to set up a play, but at the same time, Marion sets up their defense. They get all the way back. They have to work a half-court defense. You don't get the transition that Crestview might have gotten otherwise.
Correct, because in this helter-skelter, you'd imagine that Bauer would be getting the ball and basically putting her head down. So now Marion Local, a better chance to maybe prepare for that, maybe not let Bauer touch the ball.
There's 11 seconds to go. The clock resets always during their timeouts.
Yeah, still plenty of time for Crestview to get a quality shot. I think there's 11 seconds, as you mentioned. Again, they have no timeout, so they've got to get the ball in bounds, see what type of pressure the Flyers put on.
And when you're at 13 seconds, you're down by 1. You're not going to wait until the end. You're going to shoot when you get a good look. You don't have to force anything real early.
You want to give yourself a chance for an offensive rebound or rebounds.
So 11.2 to go. The Flyers will pick them up full court. And here we go.
And they
up by 1.
Well, they don't have Mesher on Bauer. They put someone else on her.
Motika trying to find a lane. Picks up her dribble. Black. Bauer, 2 seconds to go. They don't get a shot. The Marion Local Flyers in an upset. 80 feet to Crestview Knights and a dandy. Final score on the First National Bank scoreboard. The Flyers 48. The Knights 47. What a ball game. We'll be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
In a thriller here at the district semifinal, Marion local Flyers defeat the Crestview Knights 48-5-7. You might see the Minster and Upper Soda Valley girls warming up. That's the next game. The final numbers, Mr. Jeff Henson.
Well, an exciting game, Dave, for sure. The final numbers are Marion local hits on 17 of 54 shots. They get 9 more field goals off than what Crestview does, who finishes 19 for 45. Marion really launched a lot of three-point shots. They came in averaging 9 attempts a game. They shoot 21 tonight, make good on 7 of them. Crestview 3 of 8 from three-point range. Free throw shooting very good for Marion local, 7 of 8. Crestview 4 of 8, just 50%. Missed some shots, missed some free throws in the fourth quarter that kept the door open for the Flyers. But Marion local takes advantage of their free throws. The rebounding margin in favor of Marion local by 7. They had multiple looks that we talked about. They came up with not only 2 shots, but sometimes 3 and/or 4 before they ultimately scored. Turnover battle, impressive. Very good job by both teams. Marion local with just 3. Crestview 7 for the night. So good job of taking care of the ball with both teams playing pretty good defense.
A lot of scores came up big from both teams here tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, leading scores for the Crestview Knights. You know why she was a runner-up and player of the year in the Northwest Conference? Emily Bauer, a 5'10 senior, ends the night with 18 points. Didn't score at all in the second quarter when she sat out most of that quarter with some foul trouble. She was the only player in double figures, but also scoring for Crestview was Brady Guest with 8. Claire Zaleski was 7. Paige Motika was 7. 4 points from Leslie Skelton and 3 points from Livia Black for their total of 47.
Flyers go to 14-11 on this season. They will come back on Saturday night to play the winner of this next game between Minster and Upper Soda Valley. As you get that, Jeff, why don't you go over the scoring for the Flyers?
Sorry, Dave. Yes, 2 players in double figures. Macy Greestorn, well above her season's average of 6, nets 20 points for the Flyers. Also in double figures, Emily Mesher, 11 points, 16 rebounds, double-double for Emily Mesher. 8 points from Sarah Fessemeyer, and boy, the last 2, the big ones, that put her team up in front to stay with 11 seconds left. 5 points from Chloe Berkey, 2 points from Kara Evers, and boy, there's a big basket. She played about 30 seconds of game time and scores on her only touch, and 1 point apiece from Natalie Ruthman and Allie Preeter. Preeter, 10 rebounds to go along with that single point. Their total of 48.
Great ball game all the way around. Let's talk about our player of the game, sponsored by Corner Cafe out of Maria Stein. You know, a couple girls had some big nights. Macy Greesdorn with a big night, but Sarah Fessemeyer hit the game winner.
Yeah, it's very tough to pick this. Sarah did a great job, hit on all 3 of her shots tonight. 2 3-pointers, and as I mentioned, the game winner just inside the 3-point line with 11 seconds to go. Off the bench, the 5'8 junior, 8 points, the game-winning shot. Congratulations to Sarah Fessemeyer. That award's brought to you by Corner Cafe in Maria Stein.
Well, that'll wrap it up from here. Hope you enjoyed this great district semifinal game. Marion, congratulations to Marion local Flyers. They defeat Crestview by 1. For our cameraman, Daniel Allen, for my partner, Jeff Henson, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching.